Hello, everybody. Last night during our Fixed Stops Roundtable live event, Mike M asked a very good question, and I thought it deserved a little more of an explanation. So I figured I'd send this video out to him for him and anybody else that wants to view it. Mike asked, today the body shop revenue per square foot is challenging for the typical dealer. Most dealers can't make money. Any recommendations? Here's the lens that I would like to look at this through because the answer is not as hard as I think many of us think it is. Let's look at it through the lens of our used car department. So first of all, revenue per square foot is what Mike was asking about. And so let's say we have a used car spot. It's 200 square feet, 10 feet by 20 feet. We put a used car out there. Say it's a $30,000 car. It took us 90 days to sell it. We could turn it four times a year. That would give us $120,000 in revenue per year, or $600 revenue per square foot per year. I think that's the math that Mike was referring to. So if you look at the collision center, it's the same math, the same thinking. I want to get our collision center managers thinking the same way. You have a 200 square foot, say it's 10 by 20 where the technician's working, just for argument's sake. We have a $30,000 repair, takes 60 days to do. That'll give us $180,000 of revenue per year, or $900 revenue per square foot per year. Okay. This is not good. And this is not good. I think we'd all agree. So, what's the solution? First, I want the collision center managers to understand this because they need to get their mind wrapped around that. It's not about just taking any job that comes in and it'll all work out at the end of the month. There are good jobs and there are not good jobs. So, um, just like the used car department, let me move this down. Let's see what good looks like. Let's say we in our on our used car lot, same spot, we have a $20,000 car that sells in 30 days. We can turn that spot 12 times a year. That gives us $240,000 in revenue, or $1,200 of revenue per square foot per year. Same with the collision center. What if we had a $6,000 job that we could do in a week? That would give us $312,000 of revenue per year, which would be $1,560 of revenue per square foot per year. So this is what we're going for, just like this is what we're going for. So let's move this down again. We'll talk about how do you make it happen? Just like CarMax showed up 20, 25 years ago and brought the technology that was able to let them know and let their frontline estimators know what car is more desirable and to put the right money on the right car, right? Um, that caused a disruption in our world. So we had to learn how to compete for those cars, and we did. Same thing is happening now to our collision center business. Caliber Collision shows up. They have figured out a way to get the good cars, so and the good repairs, put them that way, and they're leaving the leftovers for us. Kind of how that works is right now the collision centers, our dealership collision repair centers, are getting stuck with all of the hard hits, the less desirable repairs that they call them train wrecks in that industry. And they really don't even realize what's happening to them. Right now, there are companies out there like Body Shop Booster is one of them. Auto Body Accelerator is another one. Shop Growth Solutions is another one. What they're doing is using geofencing technology to go out to our collision center customers to give them messages, something like, we're all, my shop is also factory certified. We've been in business 30 years. We do quality work. We'll give you a lifetime warranty on labor. And, we're good people. And maybe we'll take a little off your deductible. And they're having some success with that. They're getting some of these drivable cars that customers are coming to our location and some of the consolidator locations to get parts ordered and things like that. And they're able to convince that customer to go over, not many, but a few a month. And that's all it takes to really make a difference in the collision repair center. Meanwhile, for the most part, dealers are sitting there just taking whatever comes to us. We're pretending like we're on a DRP and we're getting treated the same as every other DRP. And that's just not the business that we're in anymore. It's kind of the same thing that happened here. CarMax disrupted us. We had to get better, right? We didn't sell our used car lots. We just learned how to get better. So over here, this is disrupting our collision repair business. We don't have to sell our collision centers. We just need to learn how to get better. So how do we do that? We started using tools. V Auto came along. Now we have AccuTrade, and there's a bunch of them. But and I'm not saying any one's better than the other. But what we did as dealers, we got educated. And we learned also how to put the right money on the right car to make sure we got that inventory. Because again, it's all about the car. It's all about the car. So. we're getting much better at it, and we're continuing to work very hard learning how to get the right car in that stall. And then, we all know great inventory makes us all look like, heroes and geniuses, and bad inventory can make us look like fools. The same thing is true in the collision center. Tough repairs. I don't care how efficient you get and how, inexpensive you try to do things and how fast you try to go. It's kind of an old brownie. It's going to be real hard to really get that revenue per square foot that Mike was talking about. So, how do you do it? We use this to get the right car. We use collision vehicle exchange to start doing the same thing that Auto Body Accelerator and Body Shop Booster is doing to us. We're going to start going out and geofencing their customers, saying not only do we do quality work and we have the same lifetime warranty on labor, and we've been in business for 30 years, and all those same messages, but here's what we've got as dealers that they don't. And here's the secret sauce: we sell cars. So we can advertise to them, right, when they show up at our competitor, not only all those other great things, but we can trade you out of that car. You don't even have to get it fixed. Put this problem behind you, get back on the road in a new car. That's going to resonate with at least 50% of people that have been in an accident. And we know this because when a car is repaired after an accident, within 12 months, about 50% of them are sold or traded because customers just fall out of love with their car. So if we can eliminate that pain for the customer, right, up front, that is a hook that the consolidators can't compete with, the mom and pops can't compete with. All we have to do is start using that message to get those customers to come back to us. And it's going to turn into a car sale or possibly another repair, but all kind of good things are going to happen. But if we continue to sit here and do nothing, unfortunately, the consolidators who are supported by the insurance companies and our own manufacturers, and along with the body shop boosters and the auto body accelerators of the world, are just going to continue to pick our pockets. And, we're going to have no choice but to bail. So I just want to let everybody know there is another option. There is a way to do it. I wanted to share this math for Mike to make sure. And Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm off somewhere in my math, please correct me. Because again, I want everybody to get the best information possible. And if you're interested in learning more about how Collision Vehicle Exchange can help you get the right cars, reach out to us, or better yet, just go to collisionvehicleexchange.com and watch the playbook. It's all lined out. It's there for you to look at. And it's specifically for dealers who are participating in the collision repair industry. Thanks for your time, and then we'll talk again soon.